This is the February 2024 Sponsorship Experts podcast with Paul Poole, the Managing Director of Paul Poole Southeast Asia and founder of the Sponsorship Experts. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Thailand International Boat Show, the Amazing Asia Festival, Bangtan Muay Thai and MMA, and Asia Sponsorship News, Asia Market Analysis. So let's get on with it. Welcome to the February edition of the podcast. And of course, I'm joined by Paul Poole, Managing Director of Paul Poole Southeast Asia Co Limited and founder of the Sponsorship Experts. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Trevor.
One of the events we talked about in the last newsletter and podcast was the Thailand International Boat Show, which has happened. And we're already gearing up for the next one. Is that right?
That's correct, Trevor. So it was a fantastic show. Probably the best boat show that's taken place in Thailand over the last 19, 20 years. We had a sellout event, both from exhibitors in the water on land, but also from visitors. We had over 6,000 visitors attend over the 4 days this year, which is fantastic.
Yeah. So if people are interested in that, again, let's go through it. Who should be getting involved in that, and what is available to them for next year?
Okay, so we've already started planning for 2025. So the event will take place in Phuket again between the 9th and 12th of January 2025. The rights holders and event organisers are currently evaluating the venue. There are obviously 4 marinas to choose from in Phuket. Historically, Royal Phuket Marinas played host, but we are looking at other options for 2025. But we've already started packaging the opportunity. We have title sponsorship, presenting sponsorship, and 6 co-sponsorships available for 2025. But obviously, we have a huge program for exhibitors, both in water and on land. We're expecting 50 boats in the water and 100 exhibitors on land in 2025. So lots of opportunity for people. However, in water, people need to be quick because it was a sellout event this year, and we're expecting a sellout event next year. And there's only so much space in the marinas.
This is an event that, well, you were involved in right from the very first, and it's matured over the years to this kind of international high-profile event now. Do you see it growing even further? Can it grow further?
I think that's one of the reasons why a venue evaluation is taking place, because in terms of number of exhibitors, it probably can't grow any bigger if remaining at Royal Phuket Marina. And we all love Royal Phuket Marina. It's really a fantastic venue for this show, fantastically positioned in the island as well, so a very convenient location. But we are limited on the number of berths that are available in the marina to show boats in water.
But again, that's another reason to register your interest.
For sure. I mean, certainly Dock E, which is the preferred dock for most of the boat brokers,
right,
sells out super quick. Super quick. So everybody that was in the show in 2024 have been given first right of refusal for 2025. I can't remember the date they have until, but it's coming up soon. So most people will be booking in. So yeah, so if people are interested in exhibiting, they need to move quite quickly. In terms of sponsorship, we've got some time. I mean, we're a year out almost, and we're probably going to finish selling sponsorship at least 3 months out from the show. So, really exciting, especially, I think this will be our 20th boat show in Thailand. Sorry, we've done more than that outside Thailand, but in Thailand. But also this year, we saw some new activities taking place, which were really successful, which will continue in the next edition as well. So we saw the Thailand Yachting Conference the day before the show, where all of the industry came together to discuss topics relevant to the industry. And in that evening, we had a gala dinner with Rob Report Thailand, who did the Best of the Best Yachting Awards, which was really successful, which will continue next year as well. So as well as the 4-day boat show and everything that goes on at the boat show, we have those 2 pre-events, which will take place next year. And this year, really, the food and beverage, the hospitality, the VIP lounge, the captain's lounge, and the live entertainment every day and every night on the boardwalk was fantastic. So it wasn't just for the boat guys. Yes, it was. The boats were sold, but it was for the whole family to come and enjoy. And obviously, on the Saturday is Children's Day, and there was lots of children's activities, so the families could enjoy as well.
I saw a lot of the social media about it, and a lot of the photographs that people were posting. I mean, I've got friends who are involved in it, so I saw a lot of that, and I kept thinking to myself, we are so doing a podcast from there next year. That's gonna.
Well, we talked about it this year, but
we did, yeah, but.
No, absolutely. I mean,
I should have come. I should have done it, but it was a bit short notice.
Yeah.
And I've got dogs.
Yeah.
Everyone with dogs will understand.
Yeah. No, but, I mean, I absolutely agree with you. I think we should definitely do the January
every day.
Podcast
We should do a podcast a day.
Right.
From the bar. All right.
But it's a fantastic event, a really great start to the year, and it just goes to show how much planning goes into these events that we're starting already now, straight out of this year's edition on next year's edition. So
and also I guess it's an indicator of the demand that's there to be involved in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just from the boat brands as well. I mean, we have private jets. Yeah. Next year we're hoping cars, motorbikes. We had lots of high-end real estate, great government support. I mean, we had key players from the Ministry of Tourism and Sports, Tourism Authority of Thailand on site. So that was fantastic.
If you'd like to get in touch with Paulpool Southeast Asia Co Limited, you can email us on info@paulpool.co.th, or you can go to the website paulpool.co.th, or you can call us on +66 2622 0605 through to 7. All right, so moving on. We're going to take a look at some of the opportunities that are spread out over a longer period of time. These aren't event focused, they're not date limited. And the first one is spread between May and September, and that's the Amazing Asia Festival 2024, which is not in Thailand or Asia, it's in
Belgium.
Hooray!
So, yeah, this is a strange one for us because, as the company name suggests, we operate in Southeast Asia. So usually we have events or opportunities that are based somewhere in Southeast Asia, and we're looking for international, regional or domestic sponsors for those activities. This event takes place in Belgium, and it's actually 6 weekends in 6 different locations across Belgium. And it really is designed for people in Belgium, but also people in nearby. So the Netherlands, France, Germany.
Everywhere. That's Europe. Come on.
Is Europe still a thing?
What used to be Europe?
So although it's happening in Belgium,
what's near Belgium? Oh, everything.
So although it's in Belgium, people from the Netherlands, France, Germany, and Luxembourg come to these festivals,
and even people from as far away as the UK.
No, the UK are not allowed there anymore. And we're expecting 60,000 visitors over the 6 festivals. So 10,000 a festival. And this festival really is to promote Asian culture. So it's to showcase food and food products. It's to showcase arts and culture, fashion, dance. So it's really to inspire people to travel to Asia, to come here on holiday and really across all of Asia. So, it's really focused on the tourism, the travel and the hospitality industry in Asia. So we're looking for brands based here in Asia that want to promote their products and services and goods, etc., to these festival goers.
So that's manufacturing and sales of products manufactured here.
Yeah, so it could be
in like a trade show kind of.
Actually, there are 100 or so exhibitors at each of these festivals, but it could be a rice producer, or it could be a fruit, Thai fruits, or so it could be foodstuffs, or it could be you go there and you buy your pad Thai to eat at the festival. Yeah. Could be fashion. So there's been lots of lots of press coverage about elephant pants in the news over the last couple of weeks. So
I've missed that.
It's a hot topic, Trevor. It's all over the news.
I am not known as a fashion guru, though.
Well, you're wearing nice elephant pants today.
Levi elephant pants.
Yeah, so fashion, but also, you know, dance, music, etc. So really
Cultural awareness.
arts and culture, but really heavily focused on tourism. So a lot of the tourism organisations from each of the countries in Asia are present, are promoting their countries to come and visit.
Yeah, I've been to events like that, and like the multicultural events as well, and they are fantastic to visit to. A great way for people here to introduce themselves there.
Yeah. So actually, if I rewind my life 20 years ago, we used to call something like a live brand experience or something, we now call it experiential marketing, but live brand experience is quite a nice term. And this really is a live brand experience with the countries being the brand. So the countries within Asia being the brand. So you go and experience an edited version of the culture of that country or the food of that country, which hopefully inspires people attending the festivals in Belgium to come here on holiday and enjoy what's on offer.
So that was 20 years ago. It must have been very exciting for a 19-year-old.
Well, I think I was 9, actually.
All right. So if we can go into a bit of detail about what the packages are that are available for anyone who's interested in getting involved in that.
So we've structured the packages for sponsorship across all events or for individual specific events. So for all events, we have title sponsorship, co-sponsorship, or official suppliers and media partners. So brands can sponsor all 6 events in those 3 tiers. For specific events, we're looking for 1 presenting sponsor per event and 6 co-sponsors per event or up to 10 official suppliers and media partners per event. But in addition, we have packages called activation-only partners and also country of honour partners. So activation-only partners are people that really want to take space at the festival, so expo booths, etc. And country of honour partners could be the tourism boards promoting their specific country at one of those events.
Right. Okay. So there'll probably be a jingle right now that tells you how to get in touch with Paul Poole. Let's do that. If you'd like to get in touch with Paul Poole Southeast Asia Co Limited, you can email us on info@paulpoole.co.th, or you can go to the website paulpoole.co.th, or you can call us on +66 2622 0605 through to 7. The next thing we're going to talk about is another opportunity that isn't limited to an event or a time frame, and that's Bang Tao, Muay Thai and MMA. I think you'd have to be living under a rock to not know just how huge Muay Thai and MMA has become in the last few years or even the last decade. And this place has become an international centre of excellence. They've had some of the best people, some of the super famous people in that area come and teach and also provide inspiration and so on. So tell me more about what's going on there. What are the types of sponsorship, and who should be interested in it?
So Bang Tao Muay Thai and MMA is the #1 Muay Thai MMA and fitness camp in Thailand, and it's a facility. So unlike the majority of the opportunities we represent, events, this is a permanent structure or series of structures that are there all year round. So we have structured a program of commercial sponsorship and partnership opportunities for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025 for brands to get involved with. And yeah, these facilities are huge in terms of numbers. I think that there's been 7,500 people sign up for programs since the camp opened a year or so ago. And I mean, my nephew was there just 2 weeks ago training in Muay Thai.
Right.
So he did a week's worth of classes to strengthen his Muay Thai skills.
So now you're really nice to him.
Actually, it was quite funny. He's a big guy, and he
I was expecting a child.
No, he's 20. He's 21. He's a big guy, and he called me and said, "I've never felt so small," because the guys and girls that train at Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA are big people, very muscly. But this is not just for the elite athletes. That there are the elite athletes that
I was going to say that, like, if you are paying attention to not just to Muay Thai. I mean, if you follow any of the podcasters, the really seriously big ones, they're all doing it as their fitness regime, as a discipline regime, and it's not necessarily just for people who want to become professional Muay Thai or MMA fighters. A lot of the influencers are doing it, and I think that the exposure from those people alone, because they are permanently online, they are permanently on their Instagram, they are permanently on their social media, promoting what they're doing, and of course, sponsors are going to be there in the background of everything that they're doing, right?
Yeah, so you're completely right. Where yes, there are pro fighters. Yes, there are elite fighters that are training at Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA, and MMA is such a huge sport globally. So there's a lot of people that are fight within MMA that are training there. But Muay Thai is really one of the key strengths of an MMA fighter or mixed martial arts fighter. But there are lots of martial arts being taught and trained at the facility. But equally important is general fitness. So you have a lot of people signing up for fitness classes, weight loss. So this facility is not just for the elite or the pros; it's for everybody. So as I mentioned, my nephew, who has only been training in Muay Thai for a few months, was recommended to go there, and he went there for the experience and to really immerse himself in the culture of Muay Thai. Obviously, Muay Thai is Thailand's national sport, so it's very important here. Soft power is
that's interesting.
It's very topical right now here in Thailand, but across the region, soft power is very, very important, and Muay Thai is being used as a soft power to promote sports tourism. There's a campaign running to try and get Muay Thai into the Olympics, which has been running for quite a few years now.
So your nephew's found out he was smaller than everybody else, despite the fact that he's 6'1". Did he come over as a tourist?
Yeah, so he was traveling across the region for a month, and he took 1 week out of that to train at Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA. But talking about soft power and the government's focus on it, there is a program being mooted or being discussed about introducing 90-day visas for people coming in to train in Muay Thai. So, building on the sports tourism.
So can you elaborate a bit more on who should be sponsoring this? What are the brands and the types of businesses that should be getting involved?
Well, obviously, any brand that are currently in fight or combat sports sponsorship should be considering this opportunity. And that could be anywhere in the world, because this is an international camp with people flying in from all over the world to train. But also related products, so energy drinks, electrolyte drinks, tourism-related products like hotels and travel, like airlines, etc. So anybody involved in, or any brand with an interest in people attending these camps, not necessarily fight sports, but the people attending the camps.
Okay, and the exposure they're going to get is obviously big social media. I mean, the people who are engaged in this tend to be also very engaged in social media, in making YouTube videos or TikToks about what they're doing.
Yeah,
because it's compelling content.
Yeah, I think the content that is produced by the people attending the classes and training programs, but also the Bangtan, Muay Thai and MMA themselves produce so much content for the people that are coming to train.
And those brands are going to be right there.
Yeah, I mean, branding benefits across all of those channels are one of the key benefits for a sponsor.
Fantastic. If you'd like to get in touch with Paulpool Southeast Asia Co Limited, you can email us on info@paulpool.co.th, or you can go to the website paulpool.co.th, or you can call us on +66 2622 0605 through to 7. One of the things I want to revisit from the last podcast is that we did a bit on Asia sponsorship news, Asia market analysis, and that got a really good response from the listeners. And it was a short section, so I think it's probably worth us revisiting that and perhaps elaborating a bit more.
So Asia Sponsorship News is the leading market intelligence service in the sponsorship industry across Asia. The reason we talk about it a lot is that it's actually a subsidiary of Paulpool Southeast Asia, so we own that company. It's basically so people pay for a subscription, they go and they find all the intel, the analysis, and the brand directories, etc. But 4 times a year, ASN publishes syndicated reports. The reason we talked about it in the last episode is Paulpool Southeast Asia has sponsored all 4 of 2023 syndicated reports. We issued reports on the Thailand market. We did volleyball in Asia, and we also did football in Asia. And the most recent, or the last report we did late last year, was the Asia market analysis. So in this issue of our newsletter, we've gone into more detail about the facts and figures, the numbers, the data, etc. From that report. So it's not the entire report, but it gives you the key highlights.
There is forensic detail, numbers and stats and so on in the newsletter. I don't think that's great content for a podcast.
Sure.
And so I urge everyone to go and read that stuff. I'm not saying it's not important. I think it's really important. It's just not very good to listen to in this format. So make sure that you get your copy of the newsletter
and buy the report.
Oh yeah, and buy the report. All right, that's it for this particular episode. So thanks again, Paul.
Thank you, Trevor.
Okay, and the next episode will be
March.
Fantastic. All right, we'll see you then.
See you then. Take care.
Seeking sponsors. Seeking an opportunity to sponsor. Looking to maximise an already sponsored opportunity? Visit paulpool.co.th, the sponsorship experts.